Okay, all right. Well, the voice you heard now is that of Mr. Ogbai Fatiniko, who is the Public Relations Officer of Nigeria Prison Service. He joins us via phone this morning. Thank you for joining us today. Well, we're talking about the scenario that played out in the minimum security prison in Kirikiri, Lagos, and I'm not sure if you caught some part of what Mr. Williams has said today about what happened. What can you tell us happened in that prison?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, but we will need you to turn down the volume of your TV set. It's howling back at us.
In fact, if I tell you, I, yes, it's okay. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Yes. I listened to part of what Pastor Hardened Williams said about the officer in charge of Nigerian security prison, Kirikiri. I want to remind him that Mr. Kayode Odeyemi was in charge of Ilesha prison before he was transferred to Nigerian security prison, Kirikiri. And another thing that I want to aim and the public to know is that the Consular General of Prison, acting Consular General of Prison, Sule, and I set up an investigation panel to look into issue those that surrounded the riots in the medium security prison. And the investigation panel is still sitting. So as soon as they finish their investigation, you will be informed appropriately.
Yes, but while the investigation is going on, there's word out there about what exactly happened. It's not like the matter is in court that cannot be spoken of. So, having heard what he himself said, I mean, Mr. Williams says that the way he went about it is not right, and that's why you had that, what some say is riot or attempted jailbreak.
Pastor Kayode Williams has the right to go to the panel and say his own side of the story. Don't let us preempt the panel.
All right, I think we lost that connection, but we were trying to...
Of this problem.
I'm afraid I think we lost some parts of what you said. Could you just go over that again, please?
I said, don't let us preempt the panel investigation. Let us wait for the outcome before we can conclude on what really happened.
Well, Mr. Fatinuku, we're not concluding. We're examining what transpired with a view to sorting it out as well. And the panel could as well get responses from everywhere, instead of from those who appear. And that's why we got you to speak.
I want you to understand that a pro panel is on. This is part of what we told the full panel to investigate. These are the allegations leveled against the officer in charge. So let us come up with what really happened.
Are you aware of what the Minister of Interior said when he visited the place?
Yes, I am aware.
And you're also aware of what the official said when he was also requested to speak by the minister?
Yes. These are the issues, all of issues that the panel are looking into.
Well, it doesn't look like we're going to make much headway because you don't want to tell us, the story that you have heard or the account, because we believe that ideally, when such an incident happened, that whoever is in charge of the prison would have written a report. If you're not going to let us in on that, official account that you have, or the official account of the Nigerian prisons, and we have to wait for the probe, well, I guess we'll wait till the probe comes out then. But can you tell us quickly, what exactly is the state of our prisons? A visit to that particular prison, one of the things that it does highlight is the state of the prison and what is being done about it.
Yeah, for example, that day that we had the riots in medium security prison, the opener of that day was 2,534. Out of this number, only 98 was ex-convicted. And this has been the problem we're having in urban prisons. Sometimes you blame the prison, but sometimes you need to look back. I would have expected you to bring along members of criminal justice system. The question you don't ask is this: why is it that only 98 is convicted out of about 2,500? What is responsible for that? So these are some of the issues I expected you to ask.
Well, the same way we expected you to talk about the panel, and you said we should wait for the panel?
Yeah, let us wait for the panel. Don't let us jump the gun. If the panel, as soon as the panel report is ready, I was in your station last Saturday. I will go there too and tell the whole world.
You know, we could not decide, or we could not tell the minister who to go with, you know, in his entourage when he was going to, because we're just covering the minister's visit to that particular prison. But we're wondering, it's definitely very worrisome that less than 100 out of 2,000, over 2,500 people that were in that prison, less than 100 of them were actually convicted inmates.
Convicted.
Yeah,
yes,
just a moment. Exactly. So now the Nigerian prisons, excuse me, may I finish my question? It is, much as it is worrisome, a lot of people will ask, what has the Nigerian prison service done to bring this matter to the fore and ensure that it is addressed properly?
Every month, we write to the Attorney General of each state about the numbers of inmates we have in each state, and we forward that to the Attorney General of the Federation every month. And we for example, let me tell you, there was a time you got this lawyer, the human rights lawyer that was talking about Amani Tijani. You see, these are some of the issues we're having with the criminal justice system. These problems are not our problems. We it's like what the Constitution said is that we should receive those who are sent to us by the competent court of jurisdiction. We are not allowed to reject any inmate. And so, and the prison, the new prison laws is seen in the National Assembly after 10 years, which can give us leverage on that issue. So it's a whole process of all things. We have to look at everything holistically. It's not calling one person that is the issue. The criminal justice system body has to be there, the religious body has to be there, the Nigerian has to be there. For example, if you have a brother in Ikoyi prison, would you like to go there? These are some of the questions. Calvin Williams knows that nobody wants to identify with the prisoners. So these are some of the problems we are having, which are not ours.
Well, I can only hope and pray that I don't have a brother there, but you know, if perchance, just a moment, if perchance I do have a brother there.
I sympathize with you.
Just a moment, sir. May I quickly finish my point? I was just trying to say that if perchance I do, I mean, there is no way I'm going to be leaving my blood, you know, on his own, only and simply because he's in prison. That's not going to happen. But just quickly, though, there've been several issues raised. With your letter that you say you write to the Attorney General of every state on a monthly basis, maybe the only thing that we've seen come out of that is that the chief judge of certain states pays or pay periodical visits to these prisons and sets free some awaiting trial inmates. We've seen that happen in many, very recently we saw that happen in Bayelsa State, where some awaiting trial inmates were set free by the Bayelsa State chief judge. It was seen that, that is the kind of reaction that we get. But are you satisfied with that sort of reaction? And what else are you doing about it?
We are not satisfied with that kind of reaction. Mm-hmm. What we are asking, what we are saying is that the judiciary should do their job.
So yes, the judiciary, Mr. Fatinikun, the judiciary will definitely carry its can. There have been certain other allegations that have been, put against you in terms of how the prison service is run. We've been told that they are super prisoners. How does that work? How do you also manage awaiting trial inmates alongside those who have been convicted within your facilities?
First, let me tell you, there is classification of prisoners in the prison, contrary to what Kaude Willem is saying. Secondly, see, the prison act gives us levies to imprison someone according to the status he had in the society before coming into the prison. For example, let me give you a brief example. A late MK Abiola, when he was arrested, he was also locked in with a pickpocket. No. We have to put him in a place where he's safe, where he can have a strong comfort, if you say so, because of what he has contributed to the society. But at the same time, we are aware of this, and at the same time, we don't keep unnecessary people where they don't supposed to be. That's why I say there is clarification of inmates in the prison. Contrary to what Kwade Willem was saying, Kwade Willem was with us, so he knows this. I don't know why he's now denying this.
Okay, let's get him to respond then, since he's also here with us in the studios.